Hi, everybody. Just wanted to go through a little bit of the Google Classroom. I get questions a lot as to how do we use the Google Classroom? Where are these meetings coming from? And where can I access the meetings? Well, first, the Google Classroom, this main page, this is the stream. This is where everything is put that's been assigned, notices, material, anything. It just goes on that front page. It's kind of like the main stream on like a Facebook page. To go a little bit more specific, I like to have everyone use the classwork. The classwork is where we're going to find everything that we would need. And I kind of arranged the page in order of things that need to be prioritized. I'll probably have to move daily grammar down next to the ELA chunk. School news and the newest event, like Wednesday's meeting, the Google Meet, that was towards the top. Now, when I'm sending the emails and the posts about what we're working on, that's probably going to be found a little bit below the term of themes. That was just a fun thing we added for the class. CNN News, each day, you see I've been posting every single day. The news can be seen by clicking in there. The video is directly included into it. And here's where students would make comments. If they had a comment for the news, which I was asking everyone to make a comment for each news program, this is where you would put it in the comment section. That's this news was about the origins of the coronavirus. But they have put their comments in, which was pretty nice. So again, the CNN News, that's where something they would be doing daily. Scrolling down, shouting at the rain. That's the read aloud I've been doing. This is chapters, I've just read chapters 5 to 7. It's actually me reading it. I've imported those chapters. I'm going to try to get us caught up to where we are, chapter 17 in the class. Over down here, the ELA. A lot of the ELA, these read and responds that I've been putting in there, some of you guys are working really well on these. Some have not really done as much work as I would have liked. But right here we have like the Night Rider. This, if you're logging out with your Google account, you just click on that and it should take you right to the ReadWorks. All these links that I put on here should take you directly to where you need to go. Obviously, there's a little bit of a speed issue here with my computer, but it does take you right to the account. Mine's a little different because it's the account that set it up, but it will take me directly to it. It takes a little while, so I'm just going to go, yep, there's the Night Rider. Same thing, The Fighting Begins, Intro to the Revolution, were all from ReadWorks. This next one here for ELA, and I'm going to post more of these on the Lexia account. This seemed to cause some people a little bit of difficulty. If you go on this login, I attached the login directly for the student. It should be directly the student login, which there were multiple logins for Epic, but I felt like this one would take the students directly there. And according to a couple of kids today, they told me that the app on the phone goes right to it. Just says, asks if you are a student or a teacher parent. They enter their class code. Everyone has something in their mailbox. Everyone has something in their mailbox when they get here. Class code is here. I put it in there, lowercase I, DX 7266. Boom. Once they put that in, you're golden. That's the ELA there. And again, if you have further questions, you can always ask me with an email or a comment. The vocab packets, every week since we've been out, I've been adding, we can scroll a little bit down here. Yep, vocab packet. The packet is now, the first ones were just the packet. And the practice, whenever it says practice, the practice is either a Quizlet, Jeopardy, and the links from the novel series. These links should take you directly to it. You click here, it should take you directly to Jeopardy. And yep, there we go. You can play against people at home, whatever. These links right here should take you directly to the novel series, not the novel series, but the textbook has a series of games in there. The different colors. This one's the blue. And I think I put in there, yep, 13, Crispus Attucks for that one. So you would have gone to the blue, which we're in, and you would go down to Unit 13. I'm having a hard time getting my toolbar on the side. Yep, you would go to Unit 13, and that would take you to all the games. You want to play flashcards, Hangman, Concentration. That's the Sadler connection. And then again, for each unit, I added a vocab quiz. The vocab quiz, because it's Google, should take them directly to it. Because they're logging in with their student account, they should be able to go right. Yep, it's a Google form. They put in their email, their name, and I get the results for those quizzes. Same thing is true here. If I scroll up a little bit, yep, there we go. Sorry, I'm trying to show people as many things as I can. The vocab packet's a little bit different this week. We were able to get it on a Google slide. Now, again, a couple of students were telling me there was an issue with Google Slides on an iPad. I have an iPhone, and you need to have the apps. I downloaded on my phone, the iPhone, my Google Drive, Google Slides, and Google Docs. If those are on the iPad, it'll make this so you can make the changes, and it will save directly to your Google Drive. If you have those 3 apps, it should definitely work. And here, for example, this is the same format that the daily geography is in this week and going forward, where we inserted text boxes. So if you get to a particular page, you can insert the text. Let me take you to one right here. Right here. For match the meanings. Oh, synonyms, antonyms. Now, match the meanings. There we go. Now, obviously, that's very small. That's why I'm going to go up here. View. And I'm going to zoom. Because that's obviously very, very, very tiny. But if you zoom, I say 100%. That works best for me. If I zoom 100, it brings me to something that looks like this. And all the lines that say edit here, I can simply put the text in. A picture so brilliant and bold. Once I go into the text box, I got to double click on it. Now I'm in there. I got a little lag time because I got a lot of apps streaming. Vivid. There's no circling or anything in this units, and it should save it, and it's in. So if I come back there tomorrow, that will be there. So that vocab packet, it's going to be that same way when you get down to the daily geography is that same way. Daily geography is that same way, where you have to type it in and it saves. There are no more readers logs. Let me scroll back up. Here we go. Daily comprehension. I will switch this for next week. It's coming across now, as I realized, a Google form can only be done once, and you cannot go back into it. So unfortunately, it all came through as one. I will make that a little bit shorter next time, either through slides or I'll just make a little one for each day. And I'll just put it under this tab. All these little tabs kind of organize the Google Classroom a little bit. All right, scrolling down. Social studies. Oh, fluency, sorry. Fluency, that's the only one I have nothing for digitally. It's kind of an honor system. I'm hoping people will share with me their scores. Social studies, come on. All right, Social studies, again, the newest things show up on the top. So the most recent things was a Kahoot practice. All these things, there was the play. There's a lot of these ed puzzles where the ed puzzle, if you click onto an ed puzzle, like for example, the most recent one, Shot Heard Around the World. And the social studies is best if it's done in order, just like history happened in order. Shot Heard Around the World should give me a little thing under it. And you don't need to hit turned in here. I can tell when I log into Edpuzzle who had done it, and turning it here not really needed. But if I click here, it takes me to what Edpuzzle is. It'll probably take a little while to load. A lot of these programs, certain times of day, they're a little bit tougher than others because everybody at once is logging onto these sites. They were kind of popular before, but now they're ridiculously popular. I'll come back to that. The Kahoot, again, they can either do that on their phone. I have a Kahoot app. There's also a link right here that takes you directly to the Kahoot. I always put the pin in there, and there's the link. Like I said, Edpuzzle is kind of slow. The nature of Edpuzzle is pretty much the kids will watch a video, and it's done through a variety of things, YouTube, Liberty's Kids, this one, and questions pop up as they go along. They have to respond to all the questions to get to the video. It only logs you in as done when you finish the whole video. You can't skip ahead. That's why a lot of people have it, their names pop up as started, but they didn't really go anywhere with it. You have to watch it and respond to the questions as they pop up. They should know how to do this. We've done it at school. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. The one other thing I need to add is that at the top, all of this is predicated on the kids being in their Google account. They need to be into their Google account, which when you see right here, I got the M for me. That's because I signed in. I went to Gmail or whatever I did, I had to sign in. So once they're in, all these tabs work the way they need them to work. Now, as far as meets, that's the last thing I'll get into, I guess, is the meets. If you go to the top of, this is my top thing, is the school news. If I go to the very top, it had, for example, today's meet. We had a meet. If you click right here, oh, come on, sorry. The link will take you right to it. An email comes to the student's account, and I've been sending an email to the parent's account. Over here, I think this is a good app for people to add, the Google Calendar. For example, we have one tomorrow. I have this on my Google Calendar. I go right on here, and I click and join Hangouts Meet. 1 second, sweetie. I want to finish this. I'm almost done. This is taking me a long time. I can't stop. I click on here, and that takes me to the Meet. I'm going to X out of there, bring it back to my Meet. I hope this has been helpful for everybody, and I'm going to post this to the classroom and put a link on there so the parents know that this is on their email. I just got to find a way to stop it. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate. All right. Have a good afternoon.